Thanks, thank you for that. I thought it's better we just conquer the technology because we are in what year right now, so it's better to just not carry that thing around. I'm pretty loud with speakers and I just end up dropping it. But my name is Moses Tade, and it's actually my pleasure to be here this afternoon, just going to give this particular talk. And I've known Tom has actually disappeared now. I've known Tom for quite a while, and I can see many people in the audience that I've also met in the past. So can everybody hear me? Yes. Yeah? Okay, cool. So, well, what I'm hoping to share with you in the next 15 minutes really is to really look at how do you achieve professional excellence as a migrant. I can tell there are lots of eminent people actually in the audience who are more qualified than I am, you know, to be able to give this talk to you. And I'm hoping to actually have a dialogue with you. So I've got lots of things on my 9 or so slides. I've got about 10 or 15 references for you to really look at. So you can always go back, get a copy of the slide and read. But I think it'd be good to probably try and have about half of my conversation as an interaction, you know, amongst the people you are sitting with. So I think that way we can quickly get some good gain out of this particular session. So, what do you really need to have that professional excellence? I mean, there are so many things. So I thought what I will try and talk about really are some things that many of you are quite familiar with. I know you all can read, so I'll leave you to just take a few minutes to just read some of these. And I think there are many things that's important to many of us. Those in the room, you are at different levels, you know, of your professional achievement at the moment. Many of you have already started. Can you give me just an idea? How many people just got their bachelor's degree in the past year or two? Okay, that's pretty good. And I can tell many people have been in the workforce for about 10 years. How many people have been in the workforce for the past 10 years or so? Okay. And now I'm just going to now ask you a very good personal question. How many people really believe on a scale of 1 to 10, what they are doing, what they are achieving professionally is 8/10 or above? Okay, that's really excellent. So, anybody that's 10/10 in the room? Okay, fantastic. I wish I'm 10/10, but I'm going to challenge you. I hope there should be something you take out of it. Okay, so that's really, it's very nice to have confidence, you know. But I think in life we can always improve. So let's look at really what I have in my mind. So, getting a qualification. I think we are all good at something. I think you need to really realize that. And the interesting thing really is that there are many pathways in life. You know, I met somebody yesterday, actually at Curtin, whose actually bachelor's degree was in botany. And this guy is an expert from Computer Guru. Okay, we've got a relationship, Curtin University, Cisco Internet of Everything, and Woodside. We've got this center that's about $10 million, and we've just built a facility on the second floor of the building that I'm sitting in. And it's just really fantastic seeing this person. Curtin University is involved with SKA, the Square Kilometer Array, and it's all about data mining and using data. So this guy, bachelor's degree in botany, and it's just better than best as far as computing is concerned. He's actually a consultant on his own right. He's worked in the US and so on. So I guess the reason I'm mentioning that really is the fact that, look, he did botany many months ago. Now he's doing something else. Okay, so keep that in mind. So really getting a bachelor's degree at the end of the day, actually for my generation, is like a career for life. I'm a chemical engineer. I've been a chemical engineer for over 30 years. I've done so many things with my chemical engineering, which is what you would expect of a chemical engineering degree. But those generations that are just finishing bachelor's degree, just in the past 2-3 years, in fact, I can tell you, actually, anybody that is probably 25 years old, 30 years old and below, actually, will be having about 7-8 careers in their life. And every career, every upward movement is actually retraining. And that's just the reality of where we are today. Okay, so keep that in mind. So it's good to know what are you good at. Okay? What you train for, you hope is what you are good at. But the important point really is that what you are training for, or what you've trained for, is actually a pathway to achieving what you are good at. Okay? Just keep that in mind. You got to ask yourself what type of job you want. Yeah, this is still quite relevant, you know, it doesn't matter what the age group is, because at the end of the day, if you really, it's like if you don't have a clue that you're coming to this seminar tonight, you're not going to find your way to get there. You know, I think that's the important thing. So that's why it's always good for you to have an idea. You know, what sort of job? What do you want? Do you want to be an academic like me? Or do you want to be making mega bucks, you know, working for a particular company? Or do you want to actually, as an academic like I am, you can still work for Shell, work for Woodside, work for Chevron? The sky is the limit for an academic job. I guess I'm selling academia, okay? I've really loved it, and I'm still loving it. So, I think that's a big one. Always value your knowledge. There's nothing in life to just believe you've known it all. You know, there's always something new that you can learn. So I'm going to leave Sergio to tell me when I've got 5 minutes left. Okay, please? So that's me checking the time. You see, he's doing some work for me already. That's fantastic. Okay, so you have to be able to set your own professional goals. Where do you want to be? Okay, how high do you want to get? Do you have a reference frame? I think that's very, very critical. The moment you don't have a reference frame, you actually cannot plan your pathway. You know, I think we need to keep that in mind. I've got a few points there that are really very, very important that I think we gather for life. You always need to have that circle of influence. Your circle of influence is as big as you want it to be. It could just be 2 or 3 people. It could be the whole of this particular room. Really depends on you. Networking provides that opportunity for us to grow our circle of influence. And really, it's your responsibility. The bigger your circle of influence is, the bigger really your benchmarking is going to be. To me, as an academic, I think it would have been a shame if all I did when I joined Curtin about 25 odd years ago, if all I did was to benchmark myself with my chemical engineering colleagues. Curtin is a huge operator, and everybody knows about Curtin. We are actually among them top 9 in Australia today. It's so dynamic. I can't afford to just benchmark against my chemical colleagues just within Curtin. I need to be able to benchmark myself. What do I want to achieve? How do I want to do my work against the academics that were hired at the same time as I am? I have to benchmark myself against academics, chemical engineers in particular, nationally. In my research area, I have to benchmark myself against worldwide researchers in my particular area of expertise, worldwide. Because the bigger you want your reach to be, the bigger you have to be doing your benchmarking. Of course, the harder you're going to work, but you're going to work smart. Are you having fun as you go? I think that's very important. Because if all you are doing is chasing that end result without having fun, it actually doesn't plot. I think that's critical to keep in mind. So, mentor versus role model. I'm just going to give you 2 minutes to talk. You know, there are probably 3 of you sitting together. Please, you can sit with Elizabeth. Just two minutes just to talk about mentor and role model. Are there any differences? Are they exactly the same thing? You ever had a mentor in your life? 2 minutes, starting now. Please, just have an interaction.